Hey, good afternoon again. This is Richard Millender with Wilson West Agency Realty and Management, and today we're talking about how to be a landlord in Raleigh and Wake County. Some tips and tricks to be a landlord in Raleigh, North Carolina. First thing I would always tell owners is don't be emotional. Don't get caught up in the moment. Don't let an upset tenant drag you into being defensive. Be relaxed. Address their concerns, but really don't get emotional with your tenants. It really only serves to make things a little bit worse than they really were. Be sure when you're pricing your property to use facts. Don't price your home because of what you need to cover. The market really is not going to care if your mortgage is $1,500 a month. If there happens to be a home down the street that is very similar to yours that's renting for $1,200, and you're trying to get $1,500 from yours, you're going to have a very difficult time renting your property. You really need to be within the same guidelines as everyone else in your particular market. So use facts when you're pricing your home. If you happen to have an agent, which I always think is a good idea, obviously because I'm in the business, but they really are a wealth of information. They really know the market. They're not emotional when they're trying to help you in pricing and answering any questions that you might have. If you don't have an agent, do your due diligence, look for a great agent, and then hire one. They certainly are very reasonably priced in this market. There are way too many rules and regulations that change on just an unbelievable basis that you could probably never keep up with unless you're in this business full time. So hiring an agent is really a good idea. And always when you do have a tenant, if you are doing it yourself, when someone's filled out an application, obviously you should always use an application process and do background checks. I cannot stress that enough. Background checks are absolutely imperative when you're renting your home. You really need to do a full background check, verify their income, their credit, and their employment. Do criminal background searches if you're allowed to do those in the state that you live in, and as well, check the sexual predator history out there and see if you have any issues like that. So there are just a few tricks and tips for being a landlord in Raleigh, North Carolina. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.